take it to 1. Not so bad. Not so bad.
Today we have Kim. Kim has brought his STI, his SG9 STI. I must say, you know, this car, Manze, what have you done to this car to make it what it is? Because I've been in a stock SG9. This does not feel one bit stock.
Yeah, for sure, the car is not stock at all. I forged the engine. Yeah. That means I have forged pistons, forged piston rods, forged crankshaft, untreated crankshaft for that matter. I have King's racing bearings, ARP head studs and all that. I have a Cosworth head gaskets and all that. There's an oil cooler, 14-row oil cooler, water and air cool oil cooler, and then definitely the front mount to accompany all that. And also one thing to note is that my pistons, we went for the oversized 100 mm pistons, which means that the cylinders of the short block were rebored. That means my engine is a bit,
it's not a 2.5.
It's not a 2.5 liter if you look at it like that, but I can't really say the amount of capacity, but a little slightly bigger than
you know, like it's the infamous EJ25 engine.
Yes.
When you started out, was it as reliable as most people say they aren't as reliable?
Well, what I've come to realize over time with these engines, and basically for any other car out there, what you need to know is any car needs maintenance. How you use your car matters, how you drive your car matters, how you, even at times, especially for such performance cars, even where you fuel matters. All those things add up to having a healthy engine. So basically for the EJ255 engine, they say it's the weakest just because it's more of an open deck block, but I've not had issues with this car since I bought it. I bought it in 2018 January. The only thing I did, and the person who sold it to me was gracious enough to tell me that I'll need to do new piston rings. So a few months after I bought the car, I did like an engine overhaul. So from 2018 I never had an issue with this car until when I decided to forge the block. And I mean, I'm known for pushing the car beyond limits, so yeah, so I'd never had issues.
And when it comes to the turbo, is it a stock turbo at the moment?
Well, at the moment, yes, because again, forging, doing these things, going performance, buying all those things, it's expensive, it takes time. So you can't do, well, it depends on your pockets, I must say. So there are people who do everything at the same time. There are people who do things in bits. So for me, and my mechanic, who did entire job is called Hamza. He's in Kisumu. And Salman, big up guys. What we decided is first, let's get the motor running, the engine running the car, have a feel of how the car is without a turbo, and then with time go now get the bigger, because also again the turbo we want to put on this car is also a bit costly. So again, it's a matter of kujipanga tu kidogo.
You have to make sure everything is right.
Everything is running. At least first we make sure the engine is healthy. Before you now start pumping power into the car.
And at the moment, how much power would you say the car is making with its current setup?
Well, as it is right now, actually the turbo I'm running, the housing has an issue, like has a leak kidogo, it has a small crack. But should it have been perfect? I would say maybe around, because actually as it is, I don't even have a tune. I'm not even going past 0.4 bar as it is right now. So maybe I would say maybe slightly 300 or slightly below 300. I'm getting a Garrett turbo for the car, the G30 770 series, and then yet to decide between 1050cc injectors and 1300cc injectors, and then also I'm going for a 450cc fuel pump. And then after that, now that's when we'll start doing the tuning, and then we see what we get from the car.
Now, when it comes to tuning, that's a very sensitive topic.
Yes.
There are people who've had bad experience with some people. Some have had good experiences.
Yes.
So, like with you, which company or who are you going to be using to maximize the car?
Well, Hamza has a brother. I mentioned two of them. They're called, his brother is called Salman. He's a tuner. So what I'm planning to do is once the car, we install everything, because even the turbo and everything, they're helping me get them. Once we get everything now, Salman is gonna look at the tune and tune the car. But what I've realized also over time is, you have, like, being in this scene, you get to talk to people, you get to learn new things, you get to get new ideas. So I'm open.
Now, the SG9 platform is a very unique platform. And it's, to me, actually it's the best Subaru out there. From its looks, and it's quite rare. It's quite hard to get a genuine SG9. What I've had guys doing, they buy SG5s
and try and build them up to an SG9. Well, that journey is not easy. It's costly, it's frustrating, it's annoying. And so I didn't want to go through that, because I had already seen it from a couple of my friends. So for me, the idea was, I sell the SG5, top up money, and get an SG9. And that's what I did. So I sold my SG5, and then I got the SG9.
And your journey since then has
been amazing. Well, I've had issues. Not issues really, but you see, people have preferences. Even when I was forging this car, like, I had advices from people like, why don't you sell it as stock as it is, or keep it as stock as it is, then get us like a lighter car or something like that. But for me, the SG9 is the car. It doesn't matter. Well, for me, the weight is not a really big issue. For me, I'm okay with it.
Because I think the underlying chassis it shares the chassis with a GDB STI or something like that. The base of the car. What I was reading is SG9 and N8 STI are very similar cars.
Almost, yes.
But the SG9 doesn't have BCC.
Yes, it doesn't have a BCC.
Like for this one, torque is split 50-50, front and rear.
Yes, equal.
Which, to be honest, how long are you going to be maximizing all that? It's not a big issue. And what about, you said something?
I was saying definitely, like, you can't compare. Like, I think the body, what people don't like about the SG9 is, like, they say it's bulky. So that's what guys try and avoid. So they want to, like, but you'll see guys getting an SG9 engine into a car like a GC8 or a N8 and 10, but for me really I don't think I should be set back by the weight of a car. We have heavier cars doing good power. It's all about your setup and your tune and all that. Yeah.
And like when it comes to your suspension setup, your brake setup, because your suspension is quite stiff.
Oh yes. The reason is well, stiff in terms of it's hard or it's proper.
You feel the road.
You feel the road, exactly. The idea behind it is I have coilovers. But now for the coilovers, there's an idea I was given when I was getting the coilovers. When you're doing your coilovers, when you do the coilovers as it is with the mounting, the metal mounting, the car becomes very, very stiff. Even if you go over a very small piece of stone, you'll feel it in the car. But now for me, I don't get that because I have the coilovers, but my mountings are not the coilover mountings. My mountings are normal shocks mounting. So like if you check like from the shock mountings, you can't tell whether I have coilovers because what you see is the mounts, the rubber mounts for a normal stock shocks. So it's really you get the car to be stable as you want it to be, but also you retain the comfortability of a stock shock absorber. Exactly.
And your brake setup?
My brake setup as stock as the car came in. Brembo's 4-port front and rear, 2-port. I've not changed it, but I'm looking forward to doing that. But I'm not really. I'm good enough with what I have. Yes.
I think it's a very good platform. If anyone is ever interested, they're not as available as one might think.
Yes.
Because I think the SG9 was very particular to the JDM market.
Yes.
And even locally, getting a clean one, you might have to spend a pretty penny to get one.
Actually, like SG9s are one of the Subarus of their time that, in terms of prices, I've been seeing them slightly appreciating, like over and above time, because guys who have them, they want to hold them, they don't want to sell them, and so if they have to part with them, then you have to pay for them. The guys who have them, like personally, like you'll find a guy taking really, really good care of it because they know what they have. Because guys don't want the new shape, the new age cars. Well, they're good in their own way, but the looks of a Subaru and all that, a Forester is what we have like since 2007 going backwards to 2004.
And last thing before hopefully I can get to drive it myself.
Okay.
The sound. The sound is very distinct. What have you done?
There's nothing really special about the sound, but one thing is once you forge your engine, there's a certain, you get a different sound of like a rumble. There's a slightly different rumble. It's slightly deeper. And then also what I've done for this car, I have a 3-inch throw pipe all the way from the turbo to the back box, and then at the back I have a genome back box. So that's why my rumble is usually like that.
It's like, you see, I wouldn't talk about the speed we're doing right now, but trust me, if someone was to stop us, it would be a bit of an issue. But you see, with this car, it's good power, it's very refined, on the highway it's quite comfortable. What more do you need? It's a sports car. Yes, maybe if the car is low, maybe it's not as comfortable as it would to be, but it's an SG9.
It's an SG9, exactly.
Okay guys, so for me it's been quite a while before I drove a manual car, and surprisingly first manual car I drive in almost a year. It's going to be an SG9. So let me join the road right now, see how I'm riding the clutch, which isn't too good, but I guess we just have to make it work. To be honest, me, if I had this car,
Yeah.
ningekuwa natoka kwa nyumba asubuhi,
Mm-hmm.
I just go boost. Especially since I live near bypass.
Yeah.
I just go hoon around, just have some fun with it.
Well, that's actually something I do. Like at times you're just bored in the house. You just talk and go. Like on Sunday.
Yeah.
On Sunday I was just bored, and then I just went all the way to Makuyu.
Makuyu.
Yeah, and back just to boost, just feel the car, feel the road. There are not so many cars on the road.
Yeah.
So it was a nice, easy experience for me. I liked it.
And you know, one thing about STIs and 6-speed transmission, you know, you enjoy every time you shift.
Yes.
It's just an amazing experience.
Yeah.
And the sense of speed is something else. You know, the thing about these turbocharged cars, you don't realize how fast you're actually going until you look at the speedometer.
It's true.
Which is a good thing. It's not always a bad thing.
It's actually true, because like for me, I maliza the clock on a daily, every single day, and at times you don't even notice it unless you check. Or like for me now in my case, I'll feel it because I love at 180 the boost cuts, because my car is still not delimited.
Okay.
So at 180 unasikia ni kama how you feel matatus, not a fuel cut, like how you feel a car like with a speed limiter, exactly like the matatus. That's how exactly how you feel. It even beeps like you can't go past that. But I'm looking forward to changing the clock. The 2004 SG9s came with a 180 clock, 180 kph clock.
Yeah.
But from the 2005 to 2007, they came with a 240. So I'm looking to get a 240 clock at least, because I know definitely.
You know, you're saying 240 like it's nothing.
Yeah.
You know, there's someone here. Probably someone watching who drives a 1300cc car. You know, for him it's a challenge to even get to 140. Now you're saying 240 like it's nothing.
It depends on, I say, like what tickles your fancy. There are people who don't like speed, and it's very much okay.
Yeah.
There are people, us, who love speed, but then the question is how sober are you when you're doing those speeds? Because that's the thing, one slight mistake and you're done. Yeah, so as much as you do these speeds, you have to make sure, one, the car is in very good condition, and then also like you're sober, even like yourself, you're sober in mind, so that you're able to make quick decisions, because at such a speed, man, you can't exactly. Yeah.
Time to happen.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I've always wanted to learn how to do. You know how guys rev match? Okay, like you see, for me with the DSG, it rev matches for you automatically. So I always watch videos on guys rev matching, and it's just something that I'll have to learn one day. But like with you, you're actually quite good with power shifting.
Yes. I've been told from guys who have carried in the car, and also guys who have seen me drive, even from outside, like you can hear, like a manual car, you can know when someone has shifted. So like I know I shift very fast.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. So, but it's an art. It's an art you learn with time, because I remember when I got the SG5, it was a manual car. Also for me, that was my first time to like use a manual car like on a daily. So you can imagine how I was stressing up, because one of the clutch, I wasn't used to it. It was so hard. So I actually wanted to take back the car and get an automatic, and then someone told me no, just get used to it over time. Yes, itakuzimikia a couple of times, you stall on the road, in traffic, just make sure you're not so close to any car to avoid accidents and such like things. But over time you get to it, and trust you me, right now when I drive an automatic car, I get bored. Like when I had the GTI, like I was always using the manual mode, because I've already gotten used to that bit.
So for me, I have to keep looking at
yeah, you'll get it with time. Pole. But you're not so bad with it.
I'm not
So
so bad.
if you do a power thingy here, you'll feel the rumble.
video today. It always helps the channel when you like our videos, when you subscribe to the channel. You know, you can also share the videos, show your friends, show someone who's trying to get into the STA life, so maybe they could understand what it entails to mod, what it entails to maintain, especially an EJ25, because many guys who buy the new age STIs, the A-line STI, with the CVT, the engines are quite similar, so you want to you want to learn all these things. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Till next time.